Hey, everybody, and welcome again to February. I know it is the fourth day, but I saw it fitting that I kind of came in a little later this month. I hope you all had an awesome Decide January. I did something a little different for February. I wanted to record y'all a quick video, so I'm watching my time, but also want to make sure I make impact in this for you all. And so, first of all, let me say thank you all who are connected with us as a game changer of all things Tila Core. We're so grateful and so thankful to have each and every one of you be a part of our journey and a part of my family. I'm so forever grateful. I want to tell you that it is Focus February, and I mean, there's no other way to put it but then to know that I'm gonna take the next 28 days and be intentional with what I know I've been called, tasked, and asked to do. And so, one of the things, three things I want y'all to go into this month. Yes, I know it's the fourth day. I want you to know one thing before I start the three things I want you to really think about. First, I'll tell you that people have quit already. Like, I think someone told me it was like a national quitting day in the month of February. I'm going to look it up. That people have quit already, their goals, their aspirations, whatever they decided to do, they have quit. Can you believe that? And we're only approximately now, let's see, 35 days into the year. And so I don't want you to be one of those people. I want you to push and push again, knowing that you have great things ahead of you, better than you've had behind you. Your best days are truly ahead. And so as we go into Focus February, the one thing that I thought about with the word focus was intentionality. I came out of Decide January knowing that I needed to be intentional with what I'm doing, what I'm saying, and where I'm going. It is not great that it's great that you're doing a lot of things, but if it's not intentional, if it's not getting you closer to the goal, if it's not streamlined and focused on, then it's not going to work. You're just doing things just to do them. And so, even though I'm gonna say debt freedom may be the goal, you may not need to do everything, right? You may not get every hustle, right? You may need to perfect the things, the gifts, the cons, the hustle, right, that you have. And I'm using that word loosely, but just to give you perspective, you may have to really understand what I need to focus on and be intentional about in order for me to reach that goal. And so that's something that I really sat back and thought about as I came through this side January. So I want to give you three questions. I did not want to make this long. Three questions. One, what is the main thing? So many of us forget the main thing, right? The main thing has to still be the main thing. And because the main thing has to still be the main thing, you're willing to do what it takes, right? Revenue generating activities. And I don't just mean money revenue, I mean results driven activities to get you to the main thing. And for me, the main thing is to not only leave my children a legacy in so many ways, but it's also to maximize my time with them. I work hard, but then does that really matter if I miss out on the great things of them? And so that's important to me. And so I have to make sure I am intentional of how I make that happen. How do I leave them a legacy of prayer? How do I leave them a legacy of faith? How do I leave them a legacy of going after their goals? How a legacy of money and my teaching them how it works and how it works for them. It is a resource and as a tool. And so those are all the things that I want to teach them. But also, am I creating memories with them? They're not going to be little forever. And so that's my main thing, right? Spending time, freeing up my time to spend with them. I still have to work. And so I want you to ask yourself, what is the main thing? Is the main thing still the main thing? That's why it's focused, right? Because when the main thing remains the main thing, you're going to do whatever it takes to get there, right? The second thing is, are you doing things with intentionality? Meaning that is the things or activities that I'm doing getting me closer to the goal at hand? Is the activities that I'm doing getting me the results that I need? Or am I just wasting time doing different things, trying different things, and not being consistent with the things that take me there? And so that's so vitally important because you don't want to waste time on activities that don't generate results. Daisy said it best. He says, numbers don't lie. Check the scoreboard. Meaning that you have to have results, right, that are getting you where you have to be. So number one, is the main thing still the main thing? Number two, am I moving with intentionality? I can't do everything everybody else do, right? I just can't. Right? I can't go like y'all go. I can't go to this place. I have to be intentional with what I'm doing. And also, too, for all of you who are like me, I'm multi-talented, multifaceted. I have a lot of responsibilities. So I can't, and I heard somebody says, I can't drop this to do this. So I got to be strategic in how I can do both. Okay. Now, not in the moment, because focus is in this moment. When I'm with you all, I'm with you all. I'm not over here talking to my kids and over here watching TV. I'm focused right here for the next few minutes, and then I'm going to the next task. That's what focus says for me, because I have a lot of tasks in different areas to complete. And so you got to be intentional with your time. I'm giving this 30 minutes every day. I'm giving this an hour every day. I'm giving this 2 hours Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. When you have a lot going on and you have children. And again, some of us need to drop some of the things we got going on because they're not result driven. They're not going to get us where we have to be. That's why intentionality is so important, right? The last thing I want to say is, are your distractions helping you? And I know you like, Tish, that sounds so stupid. That's not the word I use, but I'm going to use that word. Because sometimes distractions, we think, take us away from what we need to do. And I thought about the scripture that says, I was glad that I was afflicted, because affliction put me in the right direction. Affliction hurt me, but it drove me somewhere else. Affliction may have been meant for my bad, but it turned into my good. And so sometimes we look at the very distractions as the negative thing. But what if those distractions are getting you where you have to? So are my distractions pushing me, or are they pulling me? That's the question you want to answer over the next 28 days. And so for me, just to give you an example, I had a real major distraction that happened in January. It was so bad it gave me migraines. I had tension that across my eye. And I sat back and thought about it after I kind of like came from under the distraction a little bit. And I said, why am I so focused on this when nobody else is focused on this? And nothing is going to change from this. So this cannot be my distraction. This has pushed me back to, oh, now I remember why I was doing what I was doing. Now I remember why I was teaching those classes. Now I remember why I was building out these systems and strategies, because I understood that is what got me to the freedom that I desired. And so that's one of the things that I took, the very distraction that could have taken me the wrong way, and made it in the right way. So what distractions are you using to push you where you have to go? And so over the next 28 days, and I know really down to 24, I want you to really take every day to be intentional. Am I keeping the main thing the main thing? Am I moving with intentionality? And are these distractions taking me away or pushing me forward into where I need to be? I hope that you all enjoy your month all month long and really focus on what's important into your lifestyle, right? Because remember, your fire and everybody else's fire. And I hope that you all have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful February. Y'all know what I'm going to tell you? Remember to do life on purpose, with purpose, and for purpose this month. Focus February. Focus on what's most important, your vision. Focus on intentionality and not using those distractions to get you where you have to be. I'll see y'all later.